بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Iraab al-Ism al-Mansubath. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Today we begin a new lesson, Iraab al-Ism al-Mansubath, that is, the nouns that come in the Mansub state. This is a very important chapter in Arabic grammar because it helps us understand how nouns change according to their grammatical role in the sentence. The page begins by reminding us that there are many examples of Iraab al-Ism, and among them there is a group called maf'ul. In this chapter, only 5 types of maf'ul will be discussed. The key grammatical sign of the Mansub state is that the noun usually ends with a fatha, and because of that, it is called nasab or mansub. Now let us go through the 5 types carefully, one by one. The first type is maf'ul bihi, pronounced maf'ulun bihi. This is the direct object of the verb. It answers the question, what or whom? It is the thing that directly receives the action. The page gives the example kataba at-talibud darsa. The student wrote the lesson. In this sentence, ad-darsa is the maf'ul bihi because it is the thing that was written. So this is the simplest type for students to understand. The direct object is the thing directly affected by the verb. The second type is maf'ul mutlaq, pronounced maf'ulun mutlaqun. This is sometimes called the absolute object. It is used to strengthen, emphasize, or confirm the meaning of the verb. It is usually derived from the same root as the verb itself. The page gives the example, qara'atul qira'ata, I read a proper reading, or I truly read. Here, al-qira'ata comes from the same root as qara'tu, and its purpose is to emphasize the action of reading. So this type is not introducing a new object in the normal sense. It is strengthening the action of the verb. The third type is maf'ul fihi, pronounced maf'ulun fihi. It specifies the time or place of the action. It answers the question when or where. The page gives the example, namat tiflu fis sariri. The child slept in the bed. Here the phrase linked to as-sariri indicates the place of sleeping. So it functions as maf'ul fihi, specifying where the action happened. The fourth type is maf'ul lahu, pronounced maf'ulun lahu. This is the object for which the action is done. In English, we might think of it as expressing the purpose or beneficiary, and the page explains it by saying it answers the question, for what purpose or reason. The example given is katabtu risalatan li sadiki. I wrote a letter for my friend. Here li sadiki shows the beneficiary of the action, so it is functioning as maf'ul lahu. It tells us for whose sake or for whose benefit the action took place. Fifth, maf'ul ma'ahu. This object is used to indicate accompaniment or association and answers the question with whom or with what. For example, in ja'a Zaydun wa Khalidan, Zaid came with Khalid. Khalid is the maf'ul ma'ahu in mansub state, indicating what or who accompanied Zaid. So these are the 5 types covered on the page: maf'ul bihi, maf'ul mutlaq, maf'ul fihi, maf'ul lahu, and maf'ul ma'ahu. The student should first understand the questions they answer. What/whom? Emphasis of the action. When/where? For what purpose? With whom/with what? Let us begin with the first distinction, fa'il and ismul fa'il. The page gives the title very clearly. Learn the difference between fa'il and ismul fa'il, and also between maf'ul and ismul maf'ul. When we speak about fa'il in sentence grammar, we are talking about the doer of the action in the sentence. In other words, the one who actually performs the verb. The page gives the example, Nasara Hamidan and Nasara Zaidun Hamidan. The point here is that the fa'il is the one who performs the verb in the sentence, which is hiding hua inside nasara. So if the sentence says, someone helped, then the one who helped is the hidden fa'il hua. But then the page gives ismul fa'il separately. This is not the doer inside one sentence in the same direct grammatical way. It is a derived noun pattern. The examples given are nasirun from nasara and kafirun from kafara. So ismul fa'il is a noun form meaning one who does the action, while fa'il in sentence grammar is the grammatical role of the subject doing the action in that sentence. One is a sentence function, the other is a word pattern. Now let us go to the next distinction, maf'ul and ismul maf'ul. The page reminds us clearly that ismul maf'ul is the passive participle. This means it is a noun derived from a verb to describe the one or thing upon which the action has been done. The examples given are al-jawun maktubun and al-babu maftuhun. Here maktubun means written and maftuhun means opened. So ismul maf'ul is a descriptive noun pattern. But maf'ul by itself in sentence grammar means the object of the action. It is the thing that receives the action inside the sentence. The page gives examples such as katabat talibud darsa, the student wrote the lesson, and fatahal muallimul baba, the teacher opened the door. In these examples, ad-darsa and al-baba are the maf'ul because they are the things affected by the action. So again, we must keep the distinction clear. Maf'ul is a grammatical role in the sentence, while ismul maf'ul is a derived noun pattern like maktubun or maftuhun. Now the main body of the page gives us a summary of the 5 types of maf'ul that we studied on the previous page. The first one is maf'ulun bihi, the direct object. It answers the question, what, who, whom. The page gives the Quranic examples, khalaqallahu as-samawati wal-arda. Allah created the heaven and the earth. And wakatala Dawudu Jaluta, and Dawud killed Jalut. In these examples, as-samawati wal-arda and Jaluta are direct objects because they directly receive the action. The second is maf'ulun mutlaq, the absolute object. The page describes this as the masdar used to emphasize the action. The Quranic example is wa kulla shay'in fassalnahu tafsilan. We have explained everything in detail. Here, tafsilan comes from the same root and emphasizes the action of explaining. Another example is fasawfa yuhasabu hisaban yasira. His account will be taken by an easy reckoning. Here, hisaban is strengthening the action of reckoning. The third is maf'ulun fihi, the object for time and place. The page gives examples such as sayalamuna gadan, they will know tomorrow, where gadan gives time, and wanudkhilkum mudkhalan kariman, and we will make you enter an honorable place, where mudkhalan points to place. Then the page gives extra notes, reminding us of common nouns of time, such as laylan, naharan, yauman, masa'an, and common nouns of place such as fauka, tahta, inda, lada, amama, and wara'a. So this category answers the question when or where. The fourth is maf'ulun lahu, the object for purpose or reason. The page gives the examples tabaddalu ni'matallahi kufran. They exchanged Allah's favor for disbelief. And yunfikuna amwalahum ri'a'an nas. They spend their wealth to be seen by people. In this category, the noun is showing why the action is done, or for what purpose. The fifth is maf'ulun ma'ahu, the object that denotes the meaning of with. The page gives examples such as fa'ajmi'u amrakum wa shuraka'akum. So decide upon your course of action, you and your partners, and kuanfusakum wa ahlikum naran. Save yourselves and your families from a fire. This category is about accompaniment, association, or something coming along with something else. Now the page gives a very useful sentence diagram. It shows one long Arabic sentence and labels the parts according to the different maf'uls. The sentence is essentially saying that Muhammad recited a book at night with rhythm or melody in order to gain knowledge. A lengthy recitation. In that example, one part of the sentence is the fa'il, one part is the maf'ul bihi, one part is the maf'ul li ajlihi, one part is the maf'ul mutlaq, one part is the maf'ul fihi, and one part is the maf'ul ma'ahu. This is a very useful summary because it shows students that all these different maf'uls can appear in one sentence, each answering a different question. So the lesson of this page is very important. First, we must not confuse fa'il with ism fa'il, and we must not confuse maf'ul with ismul maf'ul. One belongs to sentence grammar, and the other belongs to word pattern and derivation. Second, we must understand that there are 5 important types of maf'ul, and each one answers a different question. What/whom? Emphasis. When/where? Why? And with whom? Or with what? So the memory line for this page is this. Fa'il and maf'ul are sentence roles. Ismul fa'il and ismul maf'ul are noun patterns. And another memory line is the 5 maf'uls answer 5 different questions in the sentence. Alhamdulillah, this brings us to the end of this lesson. If you found this video useful, we warmly encourage you to join our online complete self-study course at Al-Qur'an Institute, designed for you to learn at your own time and space, where you will receive unlimited access to our PDF materials, multiple choice questions with answers, exams, and a certificate of completion. You can enroll through our website www.alquraninstitute.net or contact support directly from the website. If you benefited from this video, please like and share, subscribe to our channel, and press the bell icon to receive all future lessons. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make your Quranic Arabic journey easy, fill your heart with clarity and love for His words, and reward you abundantly in this world and the hereafter.